I don't know if there's going to be a knockout, given that these guys are both massive and these guys would need crazy power to knock each other out. I think it will go to decision, but I think it'll be a majority decision.
Welcome back once again, y'all, to the Pound for Pound Boxing channel. It's your boy, Mac. Are you guys excited for the return of Andy Destroyer Ruiz? Because I sure as hell am, as he will be taking on Jarrell Big Baby Miller live on August 3rd at the BMO Stadium in Los Angeles. As usual, I will be handing this over to my co-host. Now let's talk some boxing.
Welcome back to the Pound for Pound Boxing channel. My name is Eric.
And I'm Alex.
And man, we have a good fight on our hands. August 3rd in the BMO Stadium. Andy Ruiz versus Big Baby Miller. We're in for a spectacle, guys. It's the nice, chubby guy versus the mean, crap-talking fighter in Big Baby Miller.
But let's be honest, two chubby guys at the end of the day.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, it's going to be interesting because we haven't seen Andy in a while. And then Big Baby Miller looks like he's been like on and off with the drug tests and everything. It's going to be interesting, man.
These guys both have a lot of controversy behind them. They're known for not taking the game as serious as they should, but they both are promising heavyweights. I mean, these guys both got the skill. When they were in their prime, they beat a lot of good fighters. I mean, I know Big Baby Miller's 26 with only one loss against Daniel Dubois and has 22 knockouts. So that just tells you this guy's a serious fighter. And we know Andy Ruiz as well. Beat AJ, barely lost a decision against Joseph Parker. These guys are complete fighters, heavyweight fighters, and we're going to have a good fight this upcoming August 3rd.
But I feel like this really comes down to like who really took their training more serious, because these guys both look like they never take their stuff serious. It's unfortunate. Andy came back about 2 years ago, and he never had a fight since then.
Yeah.
And, same thing with Big Baby Miller. He came back after a long layoff and then fought Daniel Dubois and then gets stopped. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just feel like this is really gonna just end up being who wants it more.
And I agree with you there, man. I think, like I said, these guys have a lot of controversy behind their name. We know Big Baby Miller's tested positive for multiple steroids when he was supposed to fight Anthony Joshua. And it's just kind of funny how the circle comes to, or everything comes full circle, because we know that's the reason why we know who Andy Ruiz is. Thanks to the fact that Big Baby Miller failed the drug test, we got Andy Ruiz, underdog chubby kid, who beat AJ and knocked him down several times. I mean, I just think this is a perfect fight. This is going to be an exciting fight. Andy Ruiz is known to be a good puncher and a fast fighter. Even though he's heavy, he's a fast fighter with fast hands in the heavyweight division.
But would he have the power to hurt someone like someone as big as Big Baby Miller? It looks like Daniel Dubois couldn't even hurt this guy, and he threw the whole kitchen sink at him and still couldn't wobble him.
Yeah, but I just feel like in this fight, I think Andy Ruiz possesses enough power. We know Andy Ruiz is a little bit bigger in the sense of chubby and width-wise compared to Daniel Dubois. So don't underestimate the power of the tacos, man.
But I don't know. I feel like Andy Ruiz, you don't get off the couch and then become a heavyweight champ or anything like that.
Did he not against Anthony Joshua?
But it's not the long layoffs that he has had recently. It's been a little bit more crazier than usual. And I just feel like someone like Big Baby Miller, he already has he's more fresher than Andy Ruiz.
In the sense of being more active, yes. But if we go back and look at both of their last performances, Andy Ruiz was much better. I mean, this guy dropped King Kong Ortiz.
But let's be honest, how good is King Kong actually?
I mean, but regardless, he dropped him multiple times and won a comfortable fight. We know that Big Baby Miller did fight Daniel Dubois.
In his prime.
He didn't win no rounds against Daniel Dubois. He literally got stopped in the 11th round.
I'd say something different, bro.
I mean, regardless, he did lose to Daniel Dubois, and he pretty much got stopped. You know what I mean? He got stopped. He couldn't take it, and he has a big mouth. So for someone with a big mouth like that, you got to be able to back it up.
But this isn't a prime Andy Ruiz. You got to understand is that, with Daniel Dubois, he was in his prime. He was 25 years old. With Andy Ruiz, how old is he? Like 35 or 36 at this point?
He's 34.
If you look back when he fought Anthony Joshua, it just looks like two different people. If you notice, he threw way more combinations with AJ, but with Luis Ortiz, he looked like he was a bit slower than usual.
And I think that comes back to the fact that who he is getting coached by. Personally, me right now, I don't know who his coach is. And we knew at the peak of his moment, he was getting trained by Eddie Reynoso in the Canelo camp. I just truly believe that Andy needs to stick back and get back to that motivation, man. He's got to get back to the game, because I believe a prime for prime, Andy Ruiz would wipe the floor with someone like Big Baby Miller. But given the fact, like you said, he's been inactive, he hasn't taken it fully serious, we're in for a good fight regardless. And I'm kind of thankful for it because now we're going to see a 50-50 matchup.
I'll say this. I wouldn't be surprised if Big Baby Miller actually won this by at least a split decision, maybe even knockout.
Man, I don't even know if these guys get to 12 rounds, being that the physique they're in. But all jokes aside, I personally think that Andy Ruiz will get the job done. I don't know if there's going to be a knockout, given that these guys are both massive and these guys would need crazy power to knock each other out. I think it will go to decision, but I think it'll be a majority decision to Andy Ruiz. I just see him pulling through. He might look shaky at first. He might get hit with stuff he shouldn't
Maybe
usually
even
get hit with.
dropped once or twice.
He might get hit with stuff he might get hit with stuff he shouldn't be getting hit with, but I think he has enough in his tool set to beat someone like Big Baby Miller.
Look, I'll say if Andy Ruiz wins, it's going to be off a split decision just because he has way more in the gas tank. And then we know that Big Baby Miller does get tired. If Big Baby Miller wins, it's going to be off knockout.
But that leads me to my next question, man. Who do you think is really going to come in better physique and better shape?
I don't know, man. It's really hard to say. It looks like Big Baby Miller when he fought against Dubois, he did come in shape. He seemed pretty motivated. And who knows, maybe he's not motivated as much anymore. With Andy Ruiz, we just don't know. We just saw that he was eating tacos in New York. So, I don't know. I feel like it's a 50-50 toss-up. But if I were to edge it out, I'd say Andy Ruiz by split decision.
I feel like Andy Ruiz will get the job done. I think they're both going to come in good physique. I think we're underestimating them a little bit. I think they're both taking this serious because if you really think about it, these guys have been looked at as kind of like the laughing stock of the heavyweight division. So these guys, they don't want to be in that position. They know that if they lose, they go back to the bottom. And I'm pretty sure they both want to become champion. Given that Big Baby Miller's never became a champion, I'm pretty sure he wants it. And Andy Ruiz already got a taste of the glory, so I'm sure that he wants to go back and possibly even fight AJ for a third time.
It's going to be probably the most entertaining out of all of the fights on this card, in my opinion. I feel like when I went to go watch Andy Ruiz against Luis Ortiz, you could hear the punches all around the stadium, just heavyweights hitting each other. It's going to be so entertaining.
For sure. But let us know what you guys think down below. Do you guys think Andy Ruiz will get the job done? Or do you guys think Big Baby Miller is in for a big surprise? Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Eric.
And I'm Alex.
And I'm your boy, Mac. Thank you guys once again for tuning into the Pound for Pound Boxing channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. And are you guys ready for the fight card of the century? Because we sure as hell are.